Senator Wong, would you like to have a crack?
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Chair. Thank you to Senator Gallagher for the courtesy. I want to return to the Adelaide TCU, and I want to take this, just have a bit of history first. Can you confirm, I've gone back to 2001, where it seems clear that the possibility of closing the Adelaide TCU was explored by your organisation. Is that correct?
That's correct, Senator.
And ultimately, the then Minister, Mr Truss or Mr Vale, said no. Is that right?
I'm sorry, I don't know who it was, but
Sorry, what time period was that?
What year?
2001.
The Minister would have been the Honourable John Anderson.
No, yes, but I don't know how long it was before it was knocked off. So does anybody know? So this has previously been attempted, this closure, some 14 years ago, and the then Minister at some point said no. Is that right?
That's my understanding, Senator, yes.
You weren't around?
I beg your pardon?
You weren't around?
No, Senator.
Right.
You're in kindergarten.
No, Senator.
And then when did you start with the organisation?
In October 2012.
Right. But, I mean, you must have been aware of this having previously
yes, Senator.
been. Right. And was there, in the period 2007 to 2013, was there any work done, again, exploring the closure of the TCU?
There was some research done in preparation for the One Sky program we just talked about before, and about how we would, the organisation would deliver air traffic control services into the future. I think it was was it 2008?
2011.
2011, there was a report done by Deloitte to look at that.
Which date? 2011?
2011.
But no decision was made to close the TCU?
In 2011?
Correct.
No.
Okay. And are you aware as to what led to the Minister and the Board, well, the Board ultimately determining not to proceed with the closure when it was previously attempted?
Senator, I have to go back and look at the records for that.
Well, I suggest to you there was quite a campaign run by particular MPs, Mr Georgianis and others, about this issue. Do you have any knowledge of that?
I believe there was some from politicians, and I do believe at the time there was some objection by Civil Air.
Right, okay. But it's different now, is it?
Yes, well, Civil Air have stated that they do not believe it's an issue around safety.
Okay, well, we'll come back to that. Let's come now to, so you did some work in 2011. When do you say the decision, well, what happened after that? Was it Pricewaterhouse, did you say?
No, I said Deloitte, Senator.
Sorry, Deloitte.
Yep.
So Deloitte undertook a, how did you describe it, feasibility study?
It was looking at how, in terms of the delivery of our future air traffic control services, how that would be done in terms of the centres and the terminal control units.
And at which point did the closure of the Adelaide Terminal Control Unit arise as a live option?
At that time.
At
Senator.
which time?
I beg your pardon? In, when that study was undertaken in 2011.
2011.
Yeah.
And what occurred subsequently?
From what I know, because as I said, before 2012 I wasn't there, but the information was presented, as I understand it, to the board, and it was considered that we would continue to deliver air traffic control services from Brisbane and Melbourne, and also Perth, and we would continue to look at how we would deliver the approach services that are currently delivered at Adelaide and Cairns and Sydney, and move those to Melbourne and Brisbane.
Are you telling us that this decision was made some 4 years ago?
Senator, perhaps I can jump in there. In 2011, the board were actually looking at what facilities we would envisage in the future for the introduction of the new air traffic control system in order to be able to prepare the information to go out to market as part of the RFT process.
RFT for what?
For the introduction of the new air traffic control system.
Okay.
So with that, the configuration of the facilities of how that might look in the year of 2018 was part of the discussion, and that's the Deloitte work that actually helped inform that discussion. The board took a decision in 2011, as Ms Stokes said, to envisage a future configuration of our facilities of the Melbourne and the Brisbane air traffic control centres, the Perth terminal control unit, and then there would be further work undertaken over a number of years to have a look at the future of the terminal control units in the other locations.
Okay, so would it be your evidence that at that point no decision was made?
No decision had been made at
Okay,
that
so
point
when
in
do
time.
you say the decision to close the Adelaide TCU was made?
Only very recently.
Well, can I have a date? It's a pretty big decision.
It's the December
December board meeting?
Senator.
Okay.
I'll get the exact date for you.
Do you have minutes of that board meeting here?
No.
Well,
Senator.
I'm requesting the minutes in relation to that decision.
Yes, Senator.
Thank
Take
you.
that question on that.
Thank you. Prior to that decision, subsequent to that decision, did you inform the employees?
Yes, that's right, Senator.
Okay, and you advise them by email or CEO? Sorry, what was your position again?
I'm the Chief Executive Officer.
Yes. Did you do a CEO note or something like that?
There was extensive consultation.
No, I haven't asked that question. I will ask that question, but I'm actually asking how you informed them of your decision.
Of the board's decision.
Correct.
I would have to check.
Senator
Well,
Greg.
did you not post a CEO message in which employees were informed on December the 12th?
Senator, each of the employees were advised by their line managers, both in Cairns and in Adelaide.
When?
I believe it was 1 or 2 days after the board meeting. I'll confirm that on notice.
Well, do we have the date of the board meeting? You can't possibly believe that you weren't going to be asked questions about this given the level of controversy in Adelaide and the media attention. You've come along without knowing the dates of these issues. You can't tell me when the meeting was occurred, when the decision was made? All right, can you at least confirm to me that you posted a CEO message to staff on December the 12th in which you advised them? Sorry, is it Ms Stave?
That's right.
Is that how to say your name? Stave, thank you. Is that correct?
Sorry, can you say?
Did you or did you not post a CEO message on December the 12th in which you advised employees that a decision had been made to close the Adelaide TCU?
Senator, I'd have to go back and check the date, but I know we did release information after the board had considered the matter.
Okay, well, I'd like a copy of whatever correspondence you as CEO or another person in line management provided to employees to advise them of the decision. I want all communications with employees about this. Can you do that?
Yes, Senator.
Thank you. When the board made the decision, at the point the board made the decision, had you already consulted with the Minister's office?
Yes, Senator.
And the Minister...
Sorry, we consulted with the Minister's office about the consideration, but it was up to the board to make the decision.
Yeah, but at the time the board made the decision, what contact in relation to the proposed closure of the Adelaide TCU had been made?
With the Minister's office?
Yes, or
Yes.
the Minister?
We had briefed the Minister's office. I'd have to check the dates for you, along with a number of other members of Parliament and senators, and I'd have to get those dates for you.
Okay.